Dish.
All right, we got celebrity red carpet host and event moderator. Catori is here. She made her way from up there. Now she's down here with us. She came down here.
She like floated down like an angel.
And that would be sweet if that was true. Thank you. Like all the way down the steps.
Was that what I was hearing?
My shoes.
You're right. Okay.
Well, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, we are bringing in a little extra help this morning too. TMZ's Charles Ladaboudier joins us live from LA. Good morning, Charles. Good to see you.
Hey, good morning, you guys. How you doing?
Good. He just blasts up. So she floats down. He just kind of like, you know, that sound effect you heard was him. Good to see you, Charles. All right, let's hop into it here. Glenn and Sydney, is it a PR stunt or not? It's been taken over my Twitter feed. What's going on?
So here are the signs that point toward this being a PR stunt. The fact that that Sydney and her fiance, Jonathan Davino, are still together. We thought maybe once Glenn and his girlfriend, Gigi, broke up last week, and Gigi made it clear that she thought something was going on between Glenn and Sydney, we figured, all right, the next shoe that is going to drop, and it's going to be that Sydney and Jonathan are suddenly have ended their engagement. But they were out together over the weekend, and we actually spoke to a branding expert, a guy who actually knows a lot about this stuff, wrote a very interesting and hilarious book about Kim Kardashian. It's called Why Shameless Sells. And he says that this looks like a shameless sell on the part of the studio behind the rom-com that Sydney and Glenn made together. That, you know, rom-coms, he said, basically don't make a lot of money anymore, and you need a little extra edge to market them, something that isn't going to cost money. And here they have one perfectly.
Okay.
Now, I said, but that means that all four people have to be in on that. And his point was, they don't all four have to be in on it. They just have to. Maybe two people really did break up, and
gotcha.
like maybe
Charles,
Glenn's girlfriend
nice.
wasn't in on it. Right.
Okay, so wait, Catori, what do you think about this? If you had a boo who was in a movie with a girl who's gorgeous, and he's like, hey babe, we really got to sell this thing. So I'm a flirt with her. In one scene, like, well, not scene, this was like them in real life. She's like, you know, it's like she's throwing herself back a little bit. And yes, so would you be down?
Absolutely not. My actual boo is in the green room, and I don't think he would like me to pretend for the news that I don't have one. So I can imagine pretending for a role. They don't need it. And if I was her fiance, I would be so upset.
Huh. Okay.
I saw on TMZ he packed his little bags, but I think that might have been just for us.
Okay. Now,
well, that's the thing. I think Gigi was not in on it. Gigi genuinely did say, I'm out of here, because she saw all the images of Glenn and Sydney hanging out when they weren't even shooting the film. So I think she was out. Now, Jonathan and Sydney, maybe they're still together, but like you said, the shot of him with the bag packed and everything, he knows what the talk is. All of this does help the movie, the more people talk about it. So maybe they should have let Gigi in on the plan.
Here's what I will say.
She's genuinely gone.
I saw this article because, yes, there were think pieces on this. And producer Chris, you'll have to help me out with this. But Jessica Chastain and another actor, they were on the red... Oscar Isaac. They were on the red carpet, and it was like 20 seconds, and it was just smoldering hot, kind of like, is there something going on? Is there not? I don't know, but this is just so... And it was like not too obvious. Like it was just, it led to some speculation, but there was nothing more outside of that. With this, it's like, y'all, I mean, you might as well just show us a scene of y'all in the bedroom. Like it's, there's a thin, what is it, a fine line between like some harmless flirtation, I wonder if there's more, and then like, oh my gosh, they're just breaking up these households and marriages and relationships, and it just looks messy.
It's the Mr. and Mr. Smith again.
Right. I wouldn't know anything about this. I'm just saying. I'm not the expert.
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Yes, cut the check.
Cut the check.
Look, this is Hollywood. They marry and divorce like they date. Cut the check, do the flirting, sell the movie, stack the bag, give her some money, buy a car, buy a house, buy some jewelry. Everybody's happy. Have a meeting and everybody's in on it. cut the check. That's all I got to say about this.
If they cut the check for Gigi, give her some back end on the movie, then fine. Then she's in on it.
There you go.
It's like
Everybody's
everybody
happy.
can be bought.
Everybody has a
With
price.
financial advice.
Especially in Hollywood. Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't let him be the marital therapist.
I feel attacked by that.
Not you, Charles. Not you.
Charles, thank you. All right, just a reminder, you can catch TMZ weeknights at 7:30 after Like It or Not, right here on Fox 5.
All right, let's send it over to producer Chris. He's got more dish, starting with an awkward moment for Diddy.
Do you guys remember just a couple weeks ago when we talked about Diddy's relationship status with Young Miami, and she said, "That's not my man"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, take a look at what happened when Diddy got asked about their situation when they hit the Met Gala red carpet together last night.
I'm asking. I want to know.
She gonna answer that.
You not answering that?
No, I'm answering, of course. Real bad. We here.
All right, real bad? Real bad? It's official? Real bad?
I don't know what you're asking exactly. We definitely go together real bad.
Then that's what it is. Then that's what it is.
She's my date for the night.
It's just a good date night.
Oh, it's like a date night. Date night.
We don't put titles on it. Everybody wants us to put a title on it. We don't put titles on it. This is like my best friend in the world. One of the most beautiful people God has blessed me to meet.
Absolutely.
And I'm blessed that she's my date tonight.
Absolutely.
Can I get like a little napkin for my forehead? Damn, I'm sweating.
And by the way, maybe y'all onto something. No titles might be it.
Yeah, no
for sure.
titles,
No titles might be it. That might be it. You good?
Yeah, so he got actually, like, I mean, I know, like, what that feeling of, like, being on the spot feels like, and you start getting really sweaty, but, like, man, in front of that many people to actually break out sweating like that, my man was in the hot seat.
I have a question for the men here, the men in the room, Christopher and Wisdom.
I count, I guess.
When a man says we don't put a label on it, you know, it's just we doing us. You
This
know,
is my best friend.
Okay, what should a woman take that to mean? Like,
She should
He's
take
seeing
that to
other
mean.
people.
She should take that to mean they don't put labels on it, and they're doing whatever they do together.
Chris, what did you say?
I said he's seeing other people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
It's not complicated. I mean, I don't know why you needed an explanation.
Well, no, because some women could take it as there's hope, right?
You said,
like we're working we're just doing us right now, but we're gonna be doing more.
Yeah, you are gonna be doing more. Maybe more with somebody else at some point, while he does currently with somebody else.
So should she run, or maybe she likes it? Maybe she's approving of this too.
I've been done with Diddy since Kim, and then after Kim, after he did my girl Cassie the way he did her, I have been truly done with Diddy.
Cassidy left him for a trainer.
Cassie, because
she was a side for all of her 20s, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you. We're gonna," and none of it
he was doing his
happened.
thing, same thing, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
it's funny, we act like
So
we
it's
know
not
Cassie.
happening.
First of all, Cassie told me.
Right. I called Cassie, and Cassie said she done with Diddy.
we just passing it along. That's all. I mean, listen, if she's cool with it, if she likes it, I love it.
I don't really think she likes it though.
That's
She
the
scored
thing.
an
I think it's just
invitation to the
more
Met
like he's
Gala.
affording her some life.
What was that, Chris?
I said she scored an invitation to the Met Gala as a result.
See, that's what I'm saying, Chris. You may have
some
brought
would
up
say city girls up 1,000.
Yeah, traveling around the world. She's on a yacht.
You brought up an interesting point. She's not complaining about going to the Met Gala. I bet she's not complaining when she's traveling around with Diddy. So I don't. Do you really think that she's not down with this?
Here's what I would say, though. She's probably standing directly behind Lala at that point, making eyes at him.
Yeah.
And that's when that sweat started to pour down, because he's just staring at her, looking at him, being like, ooh, I got to get myself out of this one quick.
Yeah. He was
All right, guys, I got to
hypnotized.
squeeze in this last story real quick, okay? Because this one hits close to home. We're talking about the Fox drama 911. It is one of the highest rated dramas on the network. But the surprise twist no one saw coming, Fox just canceled it. But for fans, it will live on. It's likely moving to ABC. This is likely due to financial matters. A new article in Variety details how Fox no longer has a big financial stake in the show since Disney acquired the Studio 20th television. However, Angela Bassett, Peter Krause also making the jump most likely. They make several $100,000 per episode. Each episode costs about $9 million. Here's the other little twist to it. 911 Lone Star, that just got the green light for season 5, and that is going to stay right here on Fox 5, guys.
So my girl Angela Bassett is good.
She's good, but our best chance of probably having her live in studio was her connections to us through 911, so we may have just lost it. Darn. Bummer.
Well, you know what? We love her so much. As long as she's good, we'll have to make it through, I guess. Do you watch the show, by the way?
I don't watch the show.
Okay.
Out of the many things that I watch, this is one that I don't. But I've heard such great things about it. And like every time I see a clip, Angela does amazing, but she is amazing. So it's not that surprising that she does great on the show.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, good for them. I'm sure the fans, they've got some loyal fans. I'm sure they're happy it'll continue to live on Apple. Catori, always good to have you on.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Remember,
Thank you.
cut the check.
Cut the check. All right.